Hello, everyone. Welcome you all for the Karnataka LMS. Namma Shakti, Namma Bhavishya. This unique program initiated by Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. This video with regard to the organizational behavior for the management students. I'm Ranchita BR, and this today's session I'm going to present a topic on job enrichment. So, this Frederick Herzberg gave a greater emphasis on job enrichment in his two-factor theory. He assumed that in order to motivate personnel, the job must be designed to provide opportunities for achievement, recognition, responsibility, advancement, and growth. This technique entitles enriching the job so that their factors are included. It simply means that adding a few more motivators to a job to make it more rewarding. A job is enriched when the nature of the job is made more exciting, more meaningful, more challenging, and more creative to give the job holder more decision making, planning, and controlling powers. Job enrichment is a motivational technique which emphasizes the need for challenging and interesting work. It suggests that job be redesigned so that intrinsic satisfaction is derived from doing the job. In its best application, it leads to a enhanced job by adding more functions from their organization levels, making it more of variety and challenging one, and along in the same way, offering more autonomy and pride to the employee. So, job enrichment is an important practice. It represents new and the popular non-monetary motivational technique. It applies to empowerment of job in such a way that it has more motivators than before, and at the same time maintaining a degree of maintenance factors. It is a job enrichment is a process that is characterized by adding new dimension to the existing job, so make them more motivating, and the job enriching the job more, giving more dimension to the existing job. And this can be job enrichment can be observed from examples like adding extra tasks, increasing skill variety, more job, creating autonomy, and giving feedback. It is why the job enrichment is given or studied, because so it is a goal of job enrichment is to create a motivating job. If the people get bored of the routine monotonous work, and if some dimensions, some meaningful activities, some meaningful skills are attached to that boring job, it makes the job more meaningful to the worker. So job enrichment is a part of job design and the redesign. So we can define job enrichment from the words of Frederick Herzberg. He gives a more emphasis on a job enrichment in his two-factor theory. He assumed that in order to motivate personnel, the job must be designed to provide opportunity for achievement, recognition, responsibility, advancement, and growth. This technique entails enriching the job so that these factors are included in that existing job. The meaning. A job is enriched when the nature of job is made more exciting, challenging, and creative, or gives the job holder more decision making, planning, and controlling powers. So, when the boring job is given a new dimension by adding some uh, creativity in that job and making this job enriched by making designing in such a way that that job will become exciting, challenging, and creativity. And also if the job holders is given more decision making power, planning and autonomy and powers, then also it becomes job enrichment. What are the characteristics of job enrichment? So, according to Herzberg, an enriched job has 8 characteristics. Number 1, direct feedback. There should be direct feedback of the employee's performance. Employees should be able to get immediate knowledge of the result they are achieving. The job evaluation can be inbuilt in the job or provided by the supervisor. So for the teacher, there is no headache on this issue. By looking at the student, their face, where the teacher will get the immediate feedback about his or her class, immediate knowledge of the result. They will get the immediate feedback or the immediate result of the impact of the class. So that is direct feedback. Second one, client relationship. When an employee serves as a client or customer directly, he has an enriched job. The client can be outside the organization or inside. Next one, new learning. An enriched job allows the employees to learn more. He should feel that he's growing mentally. An employee who is doing some intellectual work is having an enriched job. Next one, scheduling own work. Freedom to schedule one's own work contributes to enrichment. Deciding when to tackle which assignment is an example of self-scheduling. If the teacher have the liberty to take the classes at any time of their convenience, and if they can reschedule their classes, it will make their job enriched. Then unique experience. An enriched job has some unique qualities or feature as compared to other jobs. Then control over resources. One approach to job enrichment is that each employee should have a control over his own resources and expenses. And next one, direct communication authority. An employee holding the enriched job will be allowed to communicate directly with the people who use his output. The last one, personal accountability. An enriched job holds the incumbent responsible for the result. He receives praise for good work and blame for poor work. From the above features of job enrichment, we conclude that management should take the following measures to enrich the job. How job can be enriched? By giving sufficient freedom to employees in designing about the work methods, pace, and the sequence, etc. Then increasing their responsibility, encouraging participation, and providing feedback to the employees. By this, they can increase the job enrichment. and make the personnel understand how tasks contribute to a finished product of the enterprise, or making aware of his or her contribution for the finished product, how how they are going to contribute to the finished product of the enterprise. That also make the job enriched. Giving adequate benefits to the employees. Management should provide both the extrinsic and intrinsic rewards to the employees depending upon their motivational patterns. And management should provide adequate welfare measures to the employees. People should perceive that management is sincere and caring about them. Welfare measures should be given adequately to all the employees so that they become worry free and dedicate themselves to the organization. With this, I end this session regarding job enrichment. In this session, we have studied meaning of job enrichment, characteristics of job enrichment, and how the management can make the job enriched. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.